What is going on, guys? Joey Franzo here at Flex Training Systems. Today we're going to go through my meet day video. Very successful Raw Nationals in the books. Competed in the 120 class because, I missed prime time by one slot. And I was like, screw it. I'm just going to move up. Not going to worry about the cut. Going to focus on the team. And just going to try to get a Wilks for the Arnold. I am going to do a coach's corner on Russ and Sean's meet because that's what you guys want. That's, the matchup that everybody has been asking about. So I'll go ahead and do that when I have a chance. Easy opener there of 6'11". I felt like shit because obviously I was on my feet and moving around. I was actually destroyed. Knees hurt, back hurt, stuff like that. So I opened very light. By the time I knew that I was going to be strong, it was kind of too late. I had already input my opener, so I just tried to jump. Smart. Could have very easily gone to 650. Squats were much stronger than I had thought they were going to be. 644, second attempt here. I think I doubled or tripled 650 recently. On squat and training, I did something, I believe 3 weeks out. I added a little bit of high bar after my low bar. Typically I do high bar at the end of the week. But, closer to competitions, closer to competitions, I remove the high bar, add in the low bar just to get more specificity, but I do not want to lose those adaptations. And, I thought it'd be a good way to kind of generate more fatigue as I'm, that's really my last chance to kind of peak or it's my last chance to really push. So I just added a little bit of high bar after my low bar. I don't know why the video is acting up right now. I'm going to go ahead and pause it and talk. So I add in a little bit more stimulus around, 15 days out, that 15th day, maybe a little bit more than that, just to kind of create sort of like a slingshot effect. I do this very frequently. I like to time things that way. I do it frequently with my overall training, but in terms of isolating one day and adding more, that's like, I would say, more of like an advanced strategy that you only want to do, if you really, really know yourself or the lifter, just to kind of get a little bit out of it. Every single training after that day felt like absolute dog shit. I was buried. I was just destroyed. I was wrecked. But I did the taper. Obviously, the taper went perfectly. I would say probably even better than I ever thought it would. Because this is an all-time lifetime PR in meet. I did it 675 in the gym, but I don't really count that. Jesus Christ, man! Looking back at that, I was so happy that I got that just because I had felt so horrible. I wasn't expecting anything. I'm going to let that play one more time as I talk. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything on squats, really. I thought I was just going to get like something around 650. I wasn't even sure if I could get 650, to be honest with you. But, everything worked out. The peak worked well. I really tried to focus on protein and, getting in as much calories as I could on the days that I was moving around. I was so happy to have gotten that squat, just because I had not gotten that ever before. I don't know why the video is staggering like this, but moving on to the bench press. My bench had been the lift where I had been dealing with some pec stuff. So 413 opener. I had been dealing with some pec stuff, and I I really it's been I want to say 3 months ago. So go back 12 weeks, and then before that, all the way like through last year's nationals prep, I was only benching twice a week, right? I couldn't handle the third day. It was just way too much on my pec. Ever since I moved to Zoo Culture, or started going there regularly, my pecs have just been wrecked. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with my with this video, but uh, and there it goes again. I'm just gonna talk over it. This is actually really annoying. But been benching twice a week. Called some audibles. Here and there. Did some incline on some days, and then recently, 12 weeks ago, I started training. Um, 3 times a week bench. Uh, Really, this prep just showed me that in order for my bench to be where it needs to be, I need to bench 3 times a week. I need to do close grip 3 times a week, and that's really it. It's just the boring, monotonous, uh, you know, shit ton of benching, 3 times a week. Fitting pretty much as I can in that amount of time. That's what's going to yield the best results. No shoulder press, no incline, no none of that. Literally just benching from different grips is what gives me, what I need. And when I started benching with my normal comp grip, my pecs couldn't handle it. I just kept straining my pecs. I think it has something to do with the benches at Zoo being kind of squishy. Um, I moved my grip in a little bit. About I would say like an inch. Benching with a ring between my middle finger and ring finger. Um, and I was able to bench 3 times a week that way. I did 2 times close grip, once flat dumbbell press on a very, very, very low incline, actually. So not quite perfectly flat. And then I smashed the bench as much as I could. With my normal, it's literally my traditional normal bench training that I do. That's Tina on the right. So really quickly before we get into this, we'll just pause it at the sink. Let me run it back real quick. We'll just stop there. Tina, she handles me at all my meets. She puts in the numbers. I give her feedback. She shows me video, and I tell her what I want. I'll narrow it down to a number, and she'll either convince me up or down. I was actually late to warm-ups. So I had gone, my warm-ups basically went 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, then opener. That's it. So literally 6 singles. I'm done from beginning to end. My all-time best is 210. I hit 2075 there on bench. I was extremely happy with that. I hit 440 in the gym. 2 weeks at Zoo. 2 weeks ago at Zoo on kilo plates, and it didn't feel good at all. I was very, very, very happy to have gotten this. Just so like I literally relieved. I couldn't even believe that I hit this. Honestly, everything was on point. The peak worked. I was so thankful that I dodged a bullet. I literally dodged a bullet. I was handling lifters and doing all kinds of things, and the fact that I was able to get that bench, I was so happy. So now I knew that I was on track for a PR total. This opener gives me the deadlift. The Wilks for the Arnold. So it's like, this is a very easy weight for me. Not something that I'm really worried about at all. But I am gonna get a red light here on one of my pull or one of my legs, I guess, for soft knees. So I did a little trick that I'll show you guys once my second comes up. I actually really like this bar. It has a little bit of flex. That was absurdly light there. So I got a red, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? What's that red for? And I'm like, look, that's as straight as my legs go. I'm kind of thick, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. So I run to the back. We call my next one 606. You guys are going to see me here roll the bar to the back of the platform because the judges are sitting kind of in front of me. So if I can pull the bar back as far as I can, not only am I going to get out of any divots in the floor, but they won't be able to see my knees because they're sitting in the front, if that makes sense, right? Hey, you could call it what you want to call it, but I have a very, very good still shot of me fully locked out. And, my legs are very, very straight. So I don't think it really mattered too much. But 606 there, that actually felt better than my opener. Felt super easy. My deadlift training was extremely minimal. I barely deadlift, honestly. I just do you know, if I do deadlift consistently, it's gonna be beltless with like 455, like nothing. It's not heavy at all. This is an all-time PR for me, you know, and I'm just kind of preparing myself mentally right now to kind of get this. 644. This would give me perfect day, 9 for 9. The fact that I'm close, like literally 6 pounds away, 5 pounds, 5.15 pounds away from 650. You know, it's pretty cool, especially because I don't really train pulls. You know, moving the weight is not hard at all. It's just the last inch. Once the bar hits my singlet, the knurl gets stuck on my pants, and it's hard for me to fight. I was so happy to get that, as you can tell. Super fucking happy to get that, just because deadlift is always a struggle for me. I'm always kind of nervous, you know, right at the end of my deadlift when I'm waiting for the lights. I don't know what they're gonna say. I honestly don't know. I know that my pulls are kind of soft at lockout sometimes. I tried as hard as I could there, you know, to kind of get it right. Right at this moment, right? You finish your pull and you're waiting for the lights. That's when I'm like, fuck, man. Am I going to have a perfect day? Are they going to, you know, am I going to get screwed over? It's happened to me so many times. You know, last nationals I missed on, you know, my knees. You know, it's just how I'm built. It's just very difficult for me to kind of get them looking super straight. But I think I did an unbelievable amount of stiff leg on RDLs this prep, and beltless deadlifts, and just train my deadlifts. My accessories on my deadlifts, when I did train them, I went hard on them. But as far as deadlifting with a belt, I didn't really do it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even deadlift every week until the last couple of weeks. So I think that really helped just bring my pull up. Yes, let's go. So finished with a you know, 805 kg total. 805 kg total, PR deadlift, PR squat. Not too bad of a, you know, not too bad of a, you know, not too bad of a bench. Oh man. But you know, I hope you guys are able to take something away from this video. It is late when I'm getting this out, but I gotta crank these out. I gotta get these done, just because it's like a ritual. I do it after every meet. Shout out to Tina, shout out to Bay for taking care of me and making sure that I got through everything. I have so much more in the tank. You know, I'm gonna do a full meet recap, just kind of generally talking about everything. But this meet kind of reinvigorated my desire to want to compete. You know, the fire to kind of push for numbers and stuff. Especially because, you know, coming in, I knew that I wasn't gonna have. I thought I wouldn't be able to have a good meet because I was handling people. You know, the night before this, I was taking care of Jonathan in the prime time. So it was not like I, you know, it's not like I could just rest or anything like that. So, but it all worked out. I'm glad that everything went the way that it did. I'm really excited for the Arnold, especially because I typically hit way more at the Arnold than I ever do at nationals, like literally 50 pounds more. Because I don't have anything else to worry about, and I can just focus on me. And you know, this was a 1775 total. So fuck, if I put 25 pounds on my total, I would be. If I hit that 1800 mark with 700 squat, man, it's like you work really hard over many years, and you end up somewhere that you never thought you would end up. And I can't even believe that I'm here. To be honest with you guys. But yeah, let me get a hashtag FlexGang in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.